Okay, everybody, welcome to Candy
I need
Coated
I need all of
Conversations.
this candy.
Welcome to the panel, everybody.
Hey, 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 hey. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm up in your beat.
So happy to have everybody here
Thank
at
you.
Candy
Thank you.
Coated Conversations. Yes, welcome Z Banger, Miss Fit and Thick, and Ladybug. Welcome to the show tonight where we are going to be talking about Battle of the Podcast. Karisha, please. And let me just tell you guys what made me want to talk about this today. I saw a little clip that I'm going to play where basically Karisha was, Karisha, aka Young Miami from City Girls, was basically explaining the situation she seems to find herself in, with people kind of feeling like, that she doesn't deserve her spot in the podcast game, so to speak. In case you guys aren't aware, Karisha runs a very popular podcast on the Revolt Network called Karisha Please. Um, and she started it about a year ago, right? So in a year's time, the first year she got nominated for the BET Award for basically podcasting and things like that. And she was in very good company. She was in company with, Drink Champs, the Joe Budden podcast, and, several others. And her first year out the gate, she tied with Drink Champs. Of course, people weren't happy. They felt like, oh, why is she tying? They basically felt like she didn't deserve it. They felt like she hadn't been out long enough. They felt like, she's not working as hard because when Karisha does her podcast, she puts out one and it may be 2 or 3 months before you see another one. Um, so with that being said, I'm even going to run down her list of shows and the dates, because this is very important to keep in mind, because it's one of the things that has these other shows big mad. They're really upset at this girl for the way her show has taken off. So her first episode that she had, you guys, of course, we all know that she has, look, this is something we can talk about later, but I would say it's an open relationship with Sean Diddy Combs, because I believe at any time he dates whoever he wants to date, it doesn't matter if he's seeing you, he gonna see somebody else too if that's what he wants to do. And he's already even shown that within their relationship. But I digress, because that's a totally different topic, right? So she had that show. It was initially March 17th, 2023. So keep this in mind when I say that it literally has not even been a full year since she's had this show. March 17th, 2023, first show aired. Her second show, which did major numbers, she had Kevin Gates as her guest on the show. That was March 24th. Now, in this time, she was building up the show, so she was having shows a little consistent for the month of March. So March 3rd, that's when she had JT. March 31st, excuse me, 2023, she had JT and Saucy Santana as guests on the show. Then April 7th, she had Megan Thee Stallion. April 14th, she had Saweetie. April 21st, she had Lotto. This is her sixth episode. Episode 7, April 28th, she had G Herbo. May 5th, episode 8, she had Trina. Episode 9, she had Black China, and that was June 2nd, 2023. And her last episode, well, not her last, but then June 9th, she had Summer Walker. And I believe her latest episode is this, when she had, what, Ari the Don. She had her there. And that was just about a week or two ago. So these are the guests that she's having on her show, along with the frequency, right? So this is what has a lot of people mad. So now, you guys, I want to play a clip from her interview when she was on the Breakfast Club AM. Okay, so let me get this pulled up for you guys. And I just really think the situation is just really unfair because why does she have to justify herself if it's popular? So let's take a
I'm
listen.
away from my kids. I get up every morning. I put in the work. Like I deserve everything that's coming to me. Don't do that.
Well, we can't be a little salty. What if we a little salty?
Yeah, just say that. Just say that. Then I'm like, okay, I feel you. I feel you. I just feel like I deserve my shit. Like I'm here. Like God put me here for a reason.
That is true.
And I'm only 29. I came from nothing. I deserve that.
Yeah, I don't want you to feel
I
like that.
deserve that. I don't care what nobody say. I
apologize.
deserve
Y'all
that.
should
Apologize. You
probably
didn't
hug
apologize
because
yet.
Karisha was about to
I
hit
love
you.
Karisha,
You
man.
should've hit him.
I ain't even
Don't
want
say
to.
y'all.
I ain't even want
Him.
to. Listen,
Yeah.
I ain't
You
even
should
want to take it the
apologize
wrong
to
way.
Karisha.
The only thing I was saying was, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. I want you to drop more. If you drop more, I'm like, yo, you can't even
She
front
said
on
she don't want
Karisha.
to drop more.
I get it. You know what I mean? But
I
there
feel
are people that come
like
out daily and weekly that really put in a lot
But
And that
people
of
is
should
work.
be
watching her.
tiring. That should be tiring though. Like
It
when
do.
you grow, let the interview grow. Like give people time to get into it. I don't want my shit to drop every week. I probably will, but it was my first time trying it out. So, I gotta learn how to talk too. I be a little nervous.
We want you to. I
I
don't want you
disagree.
to.
People
Y'all
can't get out of
for-
Summer Walker or Trina what you did if they don't talk like you.
Right.
You speak their language. You speak that language. So
Right.
don't think you got to change how you talk. I ain't learned how to talk in 25 years.
So
still
that's what
don't.
I'm saying. You just said that. So why you sit there and say I ain't deserve my award?
I didn't say you didn't deserve it,
People
Karisha.
come on there and they just like literally it be a vibe. We got hookah, we got drinks. Y'all ain't got no hookah up here.
We got drinks for y'all. Though.
Y'all
Y'all got
ain't
drinks. Y'all got drinks.
Y'all ain't got no vibes up here.
We got a candle.
And I come to you. If you in New York, I'm putting up in New York. I'll put up on you. And I got the vibe.
We ain't got no hookah.
When you
I
apologize,
didn't say
say
you
you were
don't
wrong.
deserve it, though.
Say you were
Karisha.
wrong.
I think
actually
that
said-
she deserves it.
Yeah, I didn't say she don't
I
deserve
personally
it.
think she deserves
I,
it.
I said, Karisha, you know what? You do deserve it.
Yeah,
I ain't
I
gonna-
would love for the Breakfast Club to win. Y'all my favorite though. I would never front on y'all.
I don't think we should have won.
The Breakfast Club was in the category.
Yep.
I don't think we should have won.
JT, I love that you
Oh.
paid
I actually think $1 million
the show
worth
was
of
even
game
in the
should've won.
Oh,
category.
No, I
didn't
would
know.
have felt like y'all should have won.
Oh,
No.
I remember them talk about. I think two names that stuck out to me. I remember you talking about it, but I think it was like $1 million worth of game.
That's what I think she
Drink
won.
champs.
And Drink Champ.
I think $1 million worth of game should have won.
Right,
I love
because
Donkey today.
I love Gillian Wallow though, but why?
And, oh shit!
Over
so
there.
that's Gillian Wallow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they dope.
Yeah.
They dope.
Mhm.
That's
$1
what I
million
thought
worth
should
of
have won.
game.
And I mean, Drink Champs is always consistent. But that's who I thought should have won.
What you said?
I just feel like people always saying that I don't deserve stuff. Why I don't deserve
Oh, the
anything?
BET Award.
I work hard. I
You do.
deserve everything.
Mhm.
When I just did my first live podcast, the line was around the corner.
Mhm.
It's new. We in a new time. We in a new generation. I'm bringing something new. So why I don't deserve it?
I just feel like you don't put out enough. If you was
Okay. So there's her interview with the Breakfast Club. And let me make it a little bigger in case you guys can't see. I already mentioned the fact that her first time out the gate, she tied with Drink Champs. Well, just a few weeks ago, we had the new award show, and she won that one. And she beat out all of these people. She beat out all hip hop. She beat out Drink Champs. She beat out Hip Hop DX. She beat $1 million worth of game, Rap Caviar, The Breakfast Club, who is actually interviewing her, the Joe Budden podcast, and XXL. So, with that being said, we can see why a lot of people are kind of hot at the fact that she seems to be taking over the podcast game and winning awards and getting accolades, straight out the back. But what do you guys think about the backlash that she's getting from this? What do you guys think about that?
Well, I'm not too familiar. I mean, I've seen them every now and again as far as actually watching like the
And
Breakfast
that's
Club,
why.
they be having the stuff. But as far as what my opinion based off of why they feel the way they feel is because if listening to this interview, the way she's saying, the way they were saying, you need to put out more. And then she said, it gets tiresome. So when somebody that's working hard and putting in the work and they putting out stuff for them to hear her say that and then she still, went out, it's like almost kind of disrespectful to the work they put into their craft. That's the way they're taking it. And I can understand that. Like, And then did you say she was involved with Diddy? But anyway, that's I digress from that. But
Well, let me respond to
my
that.
whole
Let's
thing
say,
is
go ahead. Go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say my whole thing is she said that she's trying to learn how to talk, she's trying to learn how to do that. But the only way you're gonna get better at something is to keep doing it. It's the consistency of it, not taking a break. Because when you take a break, you still going, you know what I'm saying? Even though you're talking your talk, you still have to keep practicing your craft. So I don't
So let
my
me.
understanding.
I gotta. I gotta
I could kind of
add to
get
that.
I could I
Hold
could
on.
kind
Just
of
let her finish
hold
her
on one
thought.
second. I can say I could kind of get how they feel the way they feel because of the man hours they put in, and then the way she comes across is that I ain't gotta do all that, but I'm still that's the way it's coming across, whether or not she means it or not.
Okay, Ladybug, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts is I think that she shouldn't have won the award either. I feel like she could be doing more. I feel like she only really won because she messed with Diddy. You get what I'm saying? Like she didn't have, like she with Diddy, but she ain't out there putting out content. Like she ain't really doing no content. She ain't really doing no shows like that. All she really doing is her podcast and being messy with Diddy with her little wins sometimes. But she ain't really doing her music like she was before. She ain't hollering at her fans like she used to be. Like she stopped doing that when she really got in tune with Diddy. And I think that's the only reason why she really won is because they're looking at her as P. Diddy girlfriend.
Okay, so we're gonna get into that, but I want to address some of the comments. Because look, I'm always gonna play devil's advocate. Why not work smarter than work harder? Is there a real issue with the fact that they may sit up there and make 5, 6 shows? Honestly, I don't even know the frequency that these other guys put out shows. But if they are, for instance, let's use an example. If they are putting out 3 or 4 shows a week, right? What's wrong with her getting that same amount of attention and putting out a show once a month? Is that wrong?
Nothing's wrong with that at all, but I'm saying
Yeah,
that's
nothing.
I was just
Ain't
the
nothing.
point of
But
view of them is like
she need to
like
do more.
yeah.
But why? Why
Well,
though?
no, I mean the point. No, not that she need to do more. It's the point. The point is the way she said it. It just like how you have inside thoughts. Some of that was kind of inside thoughts. She could have just left. She didn't have to respond like that. And then I don't know if that still would have helped, but it's just certain things you just shouldn't respond to because you gotta remember who you in the room with. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's nothing wrong with her doing it once a month and making it that way. But would she make it that way if she wasn't attached to who she attached to though?
Okay, and I see where you guys are coming from. So let's address the big
Like let's
pink
take
elephant
Scar-
in the room.
let's
Let's the
let's
pink
let's
elephant.
let's look at Scarlett.
Who?
Y'all know who Scarlett? Scarlett. She she's the girl that say back the f up, get the fuck like that's she
Yeah,
from New
I've
York.
heard of the name.
Okay. So
Does
the
she have
song
a
that she's in,
podcast?
no, she don't have a podcast, but she's in the music, and she got beat out from Miami, and Miami ain't doing nothing but a podcast. And this girl then came out of the gutter. She is uploading music every day, videos
Hmm.
every day. I mean, she getting exposure. But if they needed to do a new artist, like that girl should have won. Like Miami shouldn't have won anything because she ain't putting in the work, and she only just get. Oh, we could just never mind. Like just never mind.
So, okay, I'm not quite sure where you're headed with that because um were they in the same rap category in City Girls 1? Is that what
The
you're
city,
saying?
the city girls like they are. So they rappers, okay. The city girl is a group. The city girls had like a banger or whatever, and they didn't get recognized, right? So they
Mhm.
won award as a group. So they wasn't winning no awards like that because they really didn't have that many songs, right? So, but they was big. This young lady it came from the same beginning, same whatever. You get what I'm saying? And she didn't put in the work, and she ain't getting recognized, and they not doing. You get what I'm saying? Like they the same, but she not doing work and she getting recognized, and you got Scarlett doing work and she's not. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's
I
only
get
I
what
think
you're
it's a
saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Ladybug. All
okay.
with
That's
love, of
fine.
course. All
That's
with love, of
fine.
course. Because I think some people um think because they believe that somebody has a different easier journey, that things are easier for them and they're being handed things. When the reality is, from what I've seen, these two girls right here, and I'm going to even hold Young Miami higher than JT, because and I'm going to tell you why I say this, why I'm holding her higher. I'm holding her higher. These girls came from nothing. They two little ghetto girls that just making it out the hood, right? And of course we all know JT went to jail at the very beginning of them really being discovered. When Drake dropped their name in his song, basically that was the end that they needed, that blew them up. This young lady here held them down for a long time, pregnant and everything, performing. Even though they were a duo, she performed, you know, solo, carried the group until JT even got out of jail. So really, City Girls is only as known as they are because of Young Miami. And I feel like a lot of people put her down because, as we heard her mention, the way that she talks and things like that. She has a thick, heavy, Florida accent, Um, and I think they pick on her because she's a black girl, and an obviously black girl, and I think with all circling back to the whole podcast thing, I think a lot of it is just pure sexism. I think it's sexism because she's a woman. Every podcast on this list is male led, all of them. And they're upset that one lone female beat everyone out. We can't negate the fact that she has a huge following. People love her. They love getting on her lives. They love interacting with her. And we can't knock her because she has a crowd that's going to support her. If she has a podcast, one podcast a month, they're coming to show up and show out for it. They're going to tune in. They're replaying it. And they love the guest lineup that she has. We can't knock her for that. Now, on to the Diddy issue, which is a whole show in itself. But yes, we all know her show is on the Revolt Network, which is owned by Diddy. And they are, well, she's part of his entourage, because I can't even say she's his girlfriend. She's really not his girlfriend. I mean, she do say we go together real bad, but you know what I'm saying? They
They in
don't.
a
They have a
situ-
relationship, you
they
know.
in an entanglement, girl. That's an
Yeah, yeah,
entanglement. Remember?
yes, they are in a very much so entanglement. I mean, he do be taking her out on some public dates, so I got to give that to her. They do, are seen around sometimes. But I feel like, and I definitely want you guys input. If you're in the chat and you want to add to the conversation, come on up. I think a lot of what he lends to her business wise is leadership, mentorship. I really, really do. I think she had a crowd already when she started messing with him. Her crowd is still there. I've seen comments where a lot of her followers, want her to get rid of that old man and things like that, you know. But I think he provides a lot of mentorship to her and leading her in the right direction. We just had a
Was that
discussion.
before or after he hit it? The leadership part. I'm sorry. Go ahead, boo.
Oh, it doesn't, it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if she's getting it before or after. They met at some point. It leads me back to
No,
that
I'm.
conversation.
Go ahead. I
No,
was saying
remember
before
Miss
or
Fit?
after they get it in, because I
Yeah,
know it's
well,
more than mentorship. But yeah, go ahead, boo.
well, they have a relationship, a personal relationship as well. But it leads me to when we were on Coco Drip's show the other night, and the topic of discussion was, would you rather have and the amount went back and forth between 50,000 or a half a million. Would you rather have 50 or half a million, or would you have rather have dinner with Jay-Z? And many people were, of the belief that, hey, me personally, give me my money. I needs all that money. But many people were like, I would take the dinner with Jay-Z because he would impart so much knowledge and wisdom in as far as the business and how to get further and things like that. And regardless of what you think about Young Miami, we have to realize that in that discussion, if you guys remember, some of us were saying that it depends on where your position in life is at that particular moment, on if you would take the money or would you take the mentorship and sit down and have that dinner with him. She's in the position before meeting, Diddy. She has money. She's rich, so she could take his mentorship. Now, do want to touch on and take it back to what Ladybug said. I think Scarlett Fuse, I'm looking at the comments. Fuse, I'm definitely taking that money. But, you know, Scarlett is still, I mean, have heard of her, so she is making a name. And she's just as hungry as I believe the City Girls were when they were coming out. I was talking with someone just the other night. I believe it was Coco Drips last night. And were you guys aware that, Issa Rae from the show Insecure, she actually has another show called Rap Shit that is based on the come up of the City Girls. I don't know if anyone's ever taken a look at it, but JT and Young Miami are actually executive producers on that show. It's based on their come up. So we get to see, I mean, I'm sure there's fiction mixed in with it, of course, but we get to see their come up and how, um, they came to be who they are. So she's a star in her own right before she ever met Diddy and became involved with him. So that's what I think is important when people try to just make it like she's only doing something or only doing good because of him. So let me get some comments. Look, Banger, where
Well,
you at?
I thank you for expressing it. I didn't know going into the question that she was the only female. Um,
Yes, and I
yeah.
believe that
So yeah.
they're
Okay, I
coming
see
down
it
on her
now.
because she's the
I
only
definitely
woman
see it.
out of this whole
Okay.
list. She's the only female, and I
Now
think
that's a
these
whole
these
different
guys are
category.
mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try
Okay.
to make it bigger so we can see all hip hop, Drink Champs, Hip Hop DX, $1 million worth of games, and also keep in mind a lot of these podcasts that were nominated, they're ex rappers or old rappers from back in the day. Joe Budden, Drink Champs is Noriega, who's trying to find his shine after his rap career has faded. In $1 million worth of game, I'm not quite sure of the host of that show. I think one of them is a rapper, but she's amongst a bunch of males, and I really just think it's in regard to them coming down on her, it's just pure sexism. That's my opinion. So what do you guys have to say about that?
Definitely very informative, Miss Candy.
We need the man to speak.
Hey, T Love.
Banger.
Banger
Hey,
probably out there
T
smoking, girl.
Love.
He's out Banger out there for his smoke break. But yes, and actually let me pull up a picture of it because I do want people to know. Like even on this show, it's called Rap Shit, you know, one of because Karisha, when she came into this game, she was already a mother, so she has a child. She actually has two children now. But I just don't think that they want to see a woman getting the accolades that they feel like they should be getting. I really think that's it, pure and simple.
I mean, I can get behind it, you know. But I was just trying to say, yeah, that man, she just, I don't know. It's just,
Yes. And here I'm going to show you guys this just in the event, you want to check it out. Like I said, it is loosely based on their life and it is picked up for a new season. They have one season out. It's on HBO Max. And I believe the new season comes out
I'm gonna check
November
that
the
out because
9th.
I knew nothing about that show. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yep. So it's two girls. Yep. And it's there, but I just think that I think she gets a really bad rap, so to speak. Just because she's a woman. And it's with all the African American, so to speak, music based podcast. And I think she's just getting a bad rap just because she's a woman and she's taking over and she's running shit. I think that there's nothing wrong with working smarter, not harder. I mean, who wants to put out 5 shows a week just to appease another show? When you can put out one show a month and the anticipation is built and everybody's wanting to know who you're having on. I've seen where the fans are putting their suggestions through, and I've seen her come through on a lot of it. She steadily keeps the drama going. I personally, my favorite interview that she actually did, which took her numbers through the roof, was her second interview with Kevin Gates. That was a crazy, crazy interview. But yeah, so T Love in the chat says, I like Dream Champs and the Breakfast Club is okay, but we need to get a woman back on the Breakfast Club permanently. True, true, true. Elise is saying she needs a season 2. So you liked rap shit. I enjoyed it, Elise. Yes. T Love says, I think the dynamic has changed since Angela Yee left the show. I liked her input on the show. She started doing her own thing now. And you know what? And hopefully she'll show up. I don't know if she considers her show a podcast, but I think it kind of is. But hopefully she'll start showing up on the list and getting nominated too, because we definitely need more women on there, period. But
I think
that
Angela E show is kind of cute though. Her and the Jasmine brand. I think it's kind of cute.
yeah.
I listened to it. I was listening back to the podcast when Just Hilarious was on. Y'all know I gotta support my Baltimore chick. And then when she didn't come back no more, I stopped. I stopped. But they do need to get a woman because they be born.
Yeah. What is that podcast? Speaking of some podcasts, what is that podcast that Angela Yee has with the little homegirls, with her homegirls? I like that one sometimes, but look, I'm not even a prude, but they just be doing too much with the sex talk and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, what are y'all here talking about? Like they have a guest on the show and they just want to like they immediately want to jump into what the guest is doing in the bedroom. I'm like, okay, is that what they came for? Like, honestly, I'm confused because that could honestly be what they came to the show to discuss, but I don't watch it enough to know if that's the show's basis. So I'm always taken aback when they just immediately jump into, what's going on, sexually with somebody. So I'm just like, okay. But any
She
other
even she even
go
beat out Mary J. Blige new podcast for her new show. Have y'all seen that show with Mary? The sit
Oh
down.
yeah, is Mary J's podcast still going?
Uh-huh.
With you, a couple of these ladies, Mary came after seeing what Karisha was doing. I believe that.
Maybe. I could take that though. I could take that because how you say name Karisha? I
Karisha.
got Young Miami.
Yeah, either or.
She she was out for a nice little minute. You know what I mean? Like Nicki Minaj though, she was on her podcast, and even though she wasn't making no numbers, they still just kept her around. But she was out there, and then when Lil Miami came out, then really all the barbs or whatever you call them left out, and then Mary came out with her little show or whatever, and she just started. But what is it? Sip wine with Mary J, something like that. It's pretty
Yeah.
decent too.
Well, I honestly just feel like there's room for everybody. We all can be like, oh, I think this person should have won. I think that person should have won. But I don't like the bashing of it all because there's room for everybody to do it. People are going to tune in to who resonates with them. So just like she even, said laughingly, it's not even a vibe over here. Y'all ain't got no hookah. Y'all don't have nothing. Is she passing out drinks over there? So of course it's like a little party when you go sit over there and have some drinks and talk and everything like that with her. So I definitely give her props, for having a successful project with, that and delving into other things. One thing about it is, to be honest with you, every time you look up, everybody's talking about how she can't rap. Let's be honest. Every time you look up, people are talking about how Young Miami can't rap. JT sounds better. This and that. So now we're mad because she delves into other projects where she's not rapping and having success at that too. So which is it, people? Are we just hating or what?
I feel you, Candace.
Right.
Definitely feel you.
Yeah. So I just wanted to touch on this little topic because I saw that and I was like, dang, I can't even believe they even have. I mean, I'm not shocked that they asked her about it, but you know, I also saw her reaction to some of the comments, with people just not being celebratory just because she won, it's yeah, and basically hating. You're right, Fuse, more just hating at the fact that she won. And I felt bad about that for her because it's like essentially, yes, she tied last year with Drink Champs, but essentially she's won twice in a row. And that's something to be celebrated for her, I mean, I realize other people wanted to win, but you didn't. Um, People got to vote. Your fans got to vote you in, and she had the fans that voted her in. I don't really think that it was Diddy made her win. You know, I don't know. I just think it was real hot. People were tuning in. And who knows about the numbers? So that's always a factor as well. So now let's open it up for open discussion. What y'all want to talk about? Anything? Anything? Misfit? Anything you want to talk about?
Hey, hold on, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Fusemore says, I watched her show and I thought it was great. I watched the full episode of her interview with Black China. I normally don't like those long interviews. Yeah, I mean, she's entertaining enough. It's honestly like you're just having a conversation with a friend, you know? And and honestly, even with me saying all this, I don't even think she's the best interviewer. But it's entertaining. And you can't knock that. You know what I mean? Because that's at the end of
Yo,
the
I'm
day,
sorry about
that's what
that.
it's all about.
I, I couldn't take y'all to tinkle. You want to go have me? You want to go talk about me? But I heard you call my name. I said, "Oh Lord, hold on." Then you couldn't
Yes.
hear me.
We were kind of done talking with our topic, so we're just opening up the floor for anything else anybody wants to talk about. So I was just asking, did you
Well,
have anything around the net that you saw you wanted to discuss?
Carlissa is hilarious. I just got a love hate for that woman.
Oh, yes. I
Y'all,
saw something I want to play. Let's play this. I think I know what you're
I
talking about,
seen it.
girl.
Yes. Now I see what you're talking about. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Let me get it up because I think I know.
I'll take Lissa over China and Day. I don't mind recording her lives because she'll say the most craziest. Oh Lord.
Okay, I'm getting it pulled up.
Stop playing. Ever since I got engaged, everybody trying to give me the skins. But where was you? Where was you when I had my dick in my hand without a plan? No booty cheeks, no bunions. Amen.
Y'all
Y'all
just
know
made
me,
my
man.
reproductive organs hurt.
Wife, look at my wife. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Well, that probably wasn't the answer that we were waiting for, but we got nothing. He said fucking nothing. I'm gonna go with he was in the pussy last night. Well, that probably wasn't the answer that we were waiting for, but we got nothing. He said fucking nothing. I'm gonna go with he was in the pussy last night.
Okay, y'all, look.
Oh,
Now,
listen,
if you haven't heard, this is all in response to, like I said, a lot went on the internet today, and Krishan revealed today that her and Blueface, the hell, look, she gave him some ass last night. So basically, that's what she said. Um, and so T Love, that's his mama. His mama got to insert herself into any and everything. And basically, she's saying probably he was in the pussy last night. So, um,
she ain't
and
lying, no, she ain't lying. She know what's
yes,
son.
yeah, she know her son. She know the dog she raised. And
That
so,
fool gonna
and
talk about I'm a married man. What?
yeah, yeah, Blueface talking about he's a married man, and where were you at when his dick was in his hand and he didn't have a plan?
I tell you one thing, that's what's not gonna be married. He might be married, but apparently his peephole ain't gonna never be settled down.
Never, never. So look, are y'all? I mean, I know some people are upset, but I personally, I'm not upset. I am not upset with Krishan when she says she's still having sex with Blueface, and let me tell you why. I already knew that was going to happen. I don't know why anybody would be shocked.
Facts.
I don't
I
know why
already knew.
anybody would be
What
shocked
did
that
I?
he's
What
sleeping
did I
with her
tell y'all?
baby daddy.
Oh my God! Didn't I tell y'all that like a while ago? I was like, I want y'all to understand. I don't want nobody to be mad when it comes out that she's messing with him or back with him. Y'all remember when I said that? I was like, because it's gonna
Yes.
happen. I don't want nobody to be upset.
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to be surprised because it's gonna happen because she's not tired. Remember me saying that?
Yeah, she's not tired of him. She's not tired of him. That's her baby
Yeah.
daddy. And I know people hate to have that thought. That's why a lot of, sometimes when you're dating men with children, people are like, oh God, do you talk to your baby mama? They want to know the relationship that you have with your baby mama because they know n- 7 times out of 10, y'all might tip back together when the mood arises. I always knew that she was going to keep messing with Junior. But let me tell you what threw a monkey wrench into my thought. The only thing that threw a monkey wrench into my thought of if she was gonna keep messing with is when he did that to Junior.
That
I
picture.
really, yeah, with
Hmm.
that picture. When he did that, I thought, oh, that's a lot. That is a lot, and I might be out. Like if it were me, I would be out. But it wasn't enough for her to be out. If it were me, it'd be enough for me to be out if you did
And
that.
but yeah, and she did that hurt her so bad because she know that would have had to been the major thing to make her be done. But at the end of the day, she still, like she said, she still got love for a nigga. She still appreciate him for everything that he did. That appreciation,
What?
it go deep. And then
Mm-hmm.
with the newborn, so yeah, it's a lot.
Yep.
I wouldn't expect her if she walked away. I'd be shocked. That's when
Right.
I'd be shocked.
So T Love says she definitely knows her son. LOL. That was crazy for him to even ask his mother that. Yes, it was. Uh let me put Fusemore. Fusemore said, all I can say he must have a ding-a-ling ago. Look, she said it was. I don't know, girl, but Krishan,
Man,
she said it was. Remember when right after he did that picture, right after she did
you
that
know that,
picture,
right?
huh? Right
I
after
said, you know y'all killing me.
he
Y'all is making my ovaries hurt.
right after he put that picture of Junior out, do y'all remember she was outside in her backyard screaming, hollering, crying, and talking about good dick, he's just a good dick, that's all he's good, she said it.
Maybe she need to start saying to herself, "It ain't that good. It ain't
Well
that good."
the
Maybe it'll
thing of it
help
is,
her mentally.
I mean, it's not. Come on now, it's not like she's Miss Version. But maybe maybe in her chain of dicks, y'all ladies, we know in the chain of dicks, maybe that's the best dick that she didn't had so far. But you got to realize that it's other good ass dicks out there too. She just ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm advocating her, trying to chain the dicks, but I mean, I'm just being real. Look, y'all know what I'm saying. So let me see. Elise says, it's funny because on her story before that, she said if he don't get on here and tell her she's a garden tool. Wait, it's funny because on her story before that, she said if he don't get on here and tell her she a garden tool and she won't win. What happened? I don't understand that one completely, Elise. What's going on? Oh, look, here we go. Fusemore said, why do the most bum of dudes have the best sex? And it's true. That's how they know they're going to come lay with you, lay at your house, eat your food. If you let them. Don't let them, y'all. Don't let them. But anything else going on before we get out of here today? Let's see. Let's see what we got going on. I'm going to hit the shade room real quick. See any hot topics to talk about. Let me refresh that because those seem like the same pictures that were up early this morning. So let's see. Oh, let me see what's going on here. We talked about her real quick. Oh, no, that's Drea. Drea serving body. They always talk about somebody serving body. Look, I'm going to be serving body too if I go get that BBL like that. She do got a nice BBL body, though. I will say that. There's Drea. Oh, look. Here we go. Lil Uzi Vert and JT. I thought they had broken up, but I guess not. Thank you for sticking by me, knowing I'm a weirdo at heart. Okay. Let me see. Honestly, outside of Chrisean, it was a pretty quiet day today. Oh, let me see what this is. This is breaking for me at least because I'm just seeing it. So this is Megan Cuniff. She was, giving all the updates from the trial with Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion. Just in, the California Court of Appeal is not letting Tory Lanez out of prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. His motion for bail pending appeal has been rejected. Appellant has not shown that the Superior Court unjustifiably denied relief. Oh, did y'all hear about this? And here's the documents. I don't know. Look, he should have humbled himself. I'm not going to go into Tory no more because he should have humbled himself after it happened instead of clowning around all over the internet. And now look where your ass is. I don't feel sorry for him at all. I really don't. Okay, this is a little something. And I only pull this up because Chrisean is going, I believe she said, did she
Yeah.
say today
She
she's going for an interview with him
today.
tonight or something? Yeah.
No, I think she said the 30th.
Oh, okay.
Well, no,
So
she dropping something on the 30th. She did say Friday.
yeah, I'm thinking she said Friday today.
Yeah.
So this is Cam Newton. He's expecting another little bundle of joy. It looks like people are talking because I guess he already has 7 kids. But hey, I mean, if you can afford them, hey, I mean, I don't
He
know.
had 7 kids. I ain't know nothing about the one that was
Yeah.
named for him that he played for that day. Dang.
Oh, I'm gonna play this and then we get on out of here. It says JT explains the altercation with Uzi at the BET
big
Awards.
ass dress. I had on a huge dress. So I'm thinking he leaving and about to send somebody back to come and get me. But when I get up, he down there with sorry, Bari. He down there with chilling with Bari. And so happened.
Who's Bari?
His
A$AP
friend,
Bari.
his friend that he brung. It's like,
Maybe not then.
you should have made sure I had that seat. It was never about another artist because the artist is supposed to be there. It was never about that. It's about that you made sure that Bari was in his seat. Like he's sitting there, he's chilling like this when I walk up. Bari like they're like, yeah, bitch, I'm sitting right
Bari
here.
supposed to get up.
Yeah, he supposed to got up and
Nah,
been
Barry
written.
supposed to
You
be.
got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
when I got down there, you supposed to check him as soon as I got down there. Like, get up and let my girl sit down. You get what I'm trying to say? He acting like he drunk and delirious and he don't know what's going on and Barry. So I'm gonna turn up in his because he know like how I am.
Because it got picked up and reported as like the whole Ice Spice situation.
Yeah,
That
I
was
know,
like a
but I
whole
was
thing.
like when and me and Uzi went back in the award show and he sat directly back next to Ice Spice and I sat where Barry was sitting. So it was never a problem. But let's go. And I'm like, what? The show just started like that. And then I had on this big ass dress. I had on a huge.
There's her rendition of what actually happened with that little fight they had. So, all right, you guys. Well, it has been fun having this discussion. Okay. T Love said Krishan said the 30th with Kai. Yeah, his 7 days of streaming started today. And I heard people talking about it and how you could get in. I guess if you have Twitch and go through Prime or something like that. I have no idea. But yeah, Krishan is gonna be with him on the 30th. And T Love said, doesn't the interview drop today with Jason and Krishan? I also think Kai's thing drops tonight. Oh my goodness, I didn't hear anything about the interview being tonight. Okay, Cornisha's here. She said, I think JT's career will flourish more than Karisha. Karisha
I
seems a
did.
little out of touch. Love you, Candy. Let's see.
When did you say the interview dropped? Because I got a message. Because I joined the little
I
call.
do. I heard that it was supposed to be tonight.
But
Oh, well, look,
I
we got
did
to get ready for it.
too.
I thought
I
I
think it's
thought it
supposed to
said
be tonight. Because
I thought it said Wednesday. Hold on, let me check my
yeah,
message.
I
Okay, in
thought.
case you don't see it, Cornisha,
All right, I'm
Fusemore is
about to go
asking
get
about
some
the dating
food,
show.
y'all.
Yes, and we are getting out of here, you guys, and it has been a pleasure chatting with you guys. And thank you for joining Candy Coated Conversations. Okay, look, we're gonna
Yeah,
try to
it's
find out
next
if this.
Wednesday. It's next Wednesday. That's what text message say.
Okay, so it's not tonight, you guys. The Jason Lee interview with Krishan is not tonight. It is next Wednesday. So, with that being said, we're gonna get on out of here, you guys. Thank you once again for joining, and see you next time.
Later.
Bye.